Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. And no, that is not our new gardener. She's just a neighbor. She's picking some vegetables. We'll check it back in with her later and see what she's picked. But today's episode is about places in Pattaya I've not considered. Older places, that's kind of the theme. One we have been to briefly, but the other two not. And I think all of them have kind of a new twist. So let's jump into it. We'll start right down on Pattaya Beach.
So if you're like me, you might have ridden by this block here on Beach Road by the Soy 13s hundreds of times and never even noticed this place or given it a second thought. It's called Hops. Right on the corner of Beach Road and 13-1, that's where we are. Actually standing on the beach in front of the place right now. But a couple friends, several friends took me there about a month ago and I was very impressed with the place. And of course I had entree envy. What I had was good, but what somebody else had looked better. So I'm going to go back and get that. Meeting a subscriber here for dinner. V's somewhere around here. And I'll go in and show you what it is. But a really cool place, and I had just never considered it. But I'm a fan of it now. So let's go in and take a look.
So welcome to Hops. It is a brewery after all, so I think it's aptly named. They make their own, brew their own beer. There it is. They've got those glasses, and off there to the right, that's just like the ones I used to see at the Oktoberfest in Munich, Germany when I lived there. But anyway, too much for me to drink those big glasses. We were here with a subscriber, and look at this. He's bought me maple syrup. Thanks, buddy. Look at it. It's in a metal can. You don't see that often, so that's legit. That's the real deal right there. But that aside, we'll order up some food here. The menu is very diverse, and there's a couple things in here I want to just take a minute to show you. The first item up for bids is this, I don't know, pizza station. But as you can see, he's not making a pizza there. He's actually making a calzone. But it's right in the dining room is a proper pizza oven, and it's a little bit of a show. They pound the dough, whatever they're making. They pop it right in the oven. You can watch that all right from your table. So I like that. And it's all, like I said, that's a legit pizza oven right there. So we'll see. Look at that guy. Huh? You know, while I was editing this, I really wanted a calzone. We should have maybe ordered one of those, but we had enough food. Pizza, though, the regular pizza, I think that's the mainstay of what they do right here at the pizza station. The calzone's probably just a minority. But we did get a pizza. We'll take a look at that. We got one with seafood on it. But I tell you, fresh made dough, what's not to like? So I guess that's olive oil he's putting on there. I don't know. Let me know what you think. One thing, I got this wrong. I always thought the toppings went on the pizza before it went into the oven. But here he's got one out of the oven, and then he puts the toppings on. I always thought you put the toppings on before you sliced it too. What do I know? But anyway, the next item up for bids, they have a deli counter in here where you can buy very choice meats, at least I think so. Meats that you might not find elsewhere in Pattaya. So, and cheeses as well. So this reminds me of a deli counter at a large grocery store or something. This is right off the dining room on your way back to the washroom. So olives, all sorts of stuff. So very good. We'll take a look at everything we had to eat, and I'll show you what it is.
It's a fantastic meal. I tell you, the menu's so diverse. I'll show you what the menu looks like. We ended up with probably half the things on the menu here. We might have ordered a little bit too much. I had the pork knuckle. I don't know. Got to have been 2 pounds of meat on that thing and another pound of bone. The plate's huge. The whole place in general has a different atmosphere that you never see in Pattaya. It's part, I don't know, German, medieval almost. There's a suit of armor here. There's coats of armor on the wall, all kind of statues and trinkets. So just the ambiance alone, I think it's worth coming in here. There's a place where a band plays up front here, and there's a second floor. I'll take you up there briefly. But one of the party pieces, I think, in the whole place is the faucets in the bathroom. I've never seen anything like this. You can actually see the water coming out of the pipe, and then it runs down a slope. It's just something you don't see. And there's a lot of things like that, so I won't ruin them all for you. But I can't say it enough. This is the kind of place I rode by, never considered coming in. But it is really almost a don't miss here. The food is just fantastic. V had a pizza. They hand make the pizzas here. Seafood, appetizers, everything you want. Not too much in the Thai food department. I thought they actually had more Thai food than they do. There's very little Thai food, but that's hops. Now look, the other day, something a little bit more simple. I used to do this every Friday night back home in the world. I used to go to a Chinese buffet at the shopping center. And one just opened up here. And coincidentally, it's on Fridays. That's the only day it is on Fridays from 4 to 7 or 4 to 8, whenever it is. But I went there and it was a taste of home. So we'll take a quick look at that while we meander on out of here.
I just wanna dance, dance, dance with you. Let me take you under when nobody can see. I just wanna dance, dance, dance with you. Harder than the summer, so put your hands on me. Put your hands on me, on me, on me. Put your hands on me, on me, on me. Put your hands on me, on me, on me. Put your hands on me.
So here's a place we haven't been in a long while, the Queen Victoria Inn and Guest House. We were here about 2 years ago before the pandemic. I had a breakfast, but today it's a lovely English pub in here, but today we're here for this Chinese buffet. Now, I know this isn't Chinese food. I've had plenty of authentic Chinese food in China, living with Chinese folks, but this is kind of what we call Chinese food in the U.S. I think some other countries are similar, the carry-outs, Cantonese style, and it's just a comfort food, I think, and I think it goes well on a buffet type platform. So I'm from the school of thought that, just because it's a buffet, I'll get everything I need in one trip. So I loaded up a plate here: chicken corn soup, one of my favorites, chicken curry, sweet and sour chicken, vegetable spring rolls, lemon chicken, a vegetable medley. I got everything I want right there. Now my buddy, he's from the school of thought here that says I'll make multiple trips, so he'll do that while I enjoy all my food that I got at once.
This is all the same stuff I used to get at the Chinese carry-out back home. A lot of it I haven't had since I've been here.
So yeah, fantastic. But although we hadn't been here in quite a time, we actually found ourselves back here again just a couple days later.
So I'm back out on Soi 6 again today. It occurred to me a lot of people probably come down here more to drink rather than to eat. But the Queen Victoria here, they're kind of stepping up their game. It's a Tuesday. It's the first installment of their Taco Tuesday. 3 tacos, beef or chicken, your choice, for 190 baht, and that includes like a soft drink or a Coke or something. So we'll go in and see what their tacos are like. We'll go in an English pub and we'll have tacos.
So I realize an English pub isn't out of the ordinary place to get tacos or Mexican food, but it's also an out of the ordinary place to get a Chinese buffet, but that was good. So back again here today. We didn't have to wait long. I selected the 3 beef tacos, and it was just several minutes before they wheeled them out here in all their glory. Here they come. So we'll take a look. Now, first impressions, the shell was crunchy. The meat tasted legitimate taco seasoning. It looks like they got their own homemade pico de gallo there. I prefer salsa on my tacos. I know that's probably a little weird, but I just put some Tabasco sauce on there, pico de gallo, some of that some of that white sauce. I guess that was sour cream. And off to the races. So they're nice in here. I'm happy to see the diverse offerings. And hey, you know what? Gives you another excuse to spend some time on Soy 6. I have met a lot of subscribers over the last month. Seems a lot of people are coming back. And a lot of times they'll tell me why they watch. If not, I'll ask like what some of their favorite things are to get some viewer feedback face-to-face in person. And one reoccurring thing is people like when I tell about prices, talk about prices, how much this costs, how much that costs. And I get that. It's an example of what the cost of living may be. Here's a good example here. My friend Martin's bike, 15-year-old Honda. It's called a Sonic RS. They don't make this model anymore. I asked him why he doesn't get a new one. In fairness, they don't make really anything like this anymore. This is a backbone scooter with a proper gearbox and clutch. So most of them are the manual matics or full automatics. But after 15 years, he claimed the engine was a little sick, was losing power. He took it to the shop right here on Pratam Nak Hill, Soy 4. And this is just right around the corner from my house, incidentally. I happened by here one day while they were in the process of fixing it. He got the entire engine rebuilt, valves, pistons, rings, the whole thing, and the carburetor rebuilt, and he claims the total was only 5,600 baht.
So it's back working again, huh? It's fixed up 100%?
It's perfect. We're just doing
I just got a free tour of the carnage of the tire.
Are you impressed, Paddy?
I'm moving here tomorrow.
All right, it's good as new, and he's even found a friend to ride with. All right, so we got one more place. We'll be done. I'm in Jom Tien. I'll show you, I'm at this boat ramp here in Jom Tien. I think there's 2 of these boat ramps. They launch boats here in the morning. You'll see the speed boats come on these trailers. They usually pull them with tractors. You don't want to get behind one on Beach Road. But anyway, this is where they launch the boats. But you'll know this boat ramp because across the street is a great big SCB bank. That's the purple bank, the bank with the purple and gold logo. And right in front of that bank, there are some purple tents, or tents with purple roofs, and that's a restaurant. We'll go in and we'll take a look. We'll meet the owner and look around, see what's doing.
So meet Mr. Sit. Mr. Sit is the proprietor here. Well, him and his family. And he's probably the reason the place is so remarkable. So that's all for one reason. They have been in business here for 35 years. 35 years, same place right in the middle of Jom Tien Beach in front of the SCB. It's a grilled meat and som tam. In fact, the name of the restaurant is Som Tam J Pai. Som Tam J Pai. I think J Pai is his wife, so it's named after her. But it's grilled meat and som tam, and you might say, well, that's not uncommon. It's ubiquitous here in Pattaya. It's everywhere. The food carts, there's many stalls. But they have their own flavor here. They've even been on the news. Channel 3 News has done a bit on them. There it is. They're cooking it up. So 35 years, and here's the thing. Packed house every day. Here it is. I don't know. It's like a Tuesday or Wednesday. It's a Wednesday, I believe. 1 o'clock. Almost every seat full. My friend here who is visiting from the U.S. but lives in Jom Tien, he's the one who clued me in on this. I met him for lunch here. And he said sometimes there's been a wait to get in. So when we first arrived, there wasn't many people. By the time we left, it was full. So in this day and age, that's a good thing. So pretty remarkable. And I found the flavor of the chicken to be different than anything I've ever had. The papaya salad, of course, was good. I wouldn't say that was better than any place I've ever been, but I think the meat definitely had a distinct flavor. So I think that's why people come. So this would be another example of a place you take your Thai friend, significant other, whatever. If you like it, but I think if you're with a party of Thais or a special friend or something, I think they would really, really like this, because I think probably most of them know about this and have heard about it. It's been here long enough. So very good. Let's go back to the garden. I promise we come back to the garden and see what they're harvesting up today. Salad greens here, some morning glory. Look at all that stuff. Yeah. So I guess V has also already harvested a lot, and she likes to eat the vegetables, but we can always share some with our neighbor here, the Ice Lady. So all good stuff. We'll see where we're growing some other things now, so we'll see what sprouts up in the future. But we are on our way to Bangkok today. As you watch this, we are in Bangkok. I got my tickets for the motor show. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you, buddy. We will enjoy it. But that'll wait till Sunday, because I got to leave this one off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.